You may have seen them on your coworker's desk, or maybe you even got a set yourself. They're called Buckyballs, a wildly popular magnetic toy designed for stressed out office workers that has inspired a score of copycats. But now they've gone from flying off store shelves to being in danger of being banned from them altogether. Because, as ABC's Sharon Alfonsi discovered, those tiny magnets can also be a pediatrician's nightmare.
They're called Buckyballs, magnetic metal beads, one of the most popular office toys on the planet, with more than 2 million cubes sold in the U.S. But they can also be extremely dangerous.
And what's this dinosaur say?
1.5-year-old Presley Bjarnson was hospitalized after he swallowed 18 Buckyball beads last month.
They were on this table here when he found them.
His mother, Laura, who says she never saw the warning labels on the package, had accidentally left the toy out where Presley could reach it.
He was here in the living room out of my sight for less than 5 minutes.
At the time, she had no way of knowing if he actually swallowed the magnets, but Laura took him to the pediatrician's office the next day just in case. This x-ray shows a ring of 18 Buckyballs lodged in his stomach.
I panicked. I knew that if they had passed from his stomach into his intestine, he could die.
Doctors say that as these high-powered magnetic beads travel through the body, they can stick together, pinching tissue and ultimately puncturing holes in the thin intestinal lining.
This injury is like a gunshot wound to the gut with no sign of entry or exit.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission says that Presley is just one of an estimated 1,700 people who've been hospitalized in the past 3 years after ingesting these kinds of magnets. As a result, they're demanding that Buckyballs and similar brands of magnet toys be pulled off the market immediately. But Buckyballs CEO Craig ZUCKER isn't willing to back down.
This is the first time in 11 years a company has said to the Commission, we don't agree that a recall is necessary.
ZUCKER says Buckyballs are not defective and don't require a ban. He says it's an office toy, clearly not intended or marketed for children.
We're not in Happy Meals. It's not Saturday morning cartoons. We're in adult stores.
He thinks the U.S. government has gone too far with their ban. ZUCKER launched a provocative online campaign called Save Our Balls to rally support for his company. When conservative pundits caught wind of it,
they want to give this company the death penalty, shut it down, drive them out of business.
The Buckyballs cause inadvertently sparked a debate on the role of big government.
The nanny state is a serial job killer for sure.
ZUCKER says that his company has tried to reach a compromise with the government. Namely, he's taken steps to educate consumers about magnet safety and labeled his packaging with these clear warnings to parents.
It's impossible to miss the warnings. They're all over the place.
But the Consumer Product Safety Commission told us these labels don't go far enough.
It's not working. The packaging, the education campaigns is not stopping children from facing serious injuries.
Presley Bjarnson was eventually rushed to the hospital where doctors were able to remove those 18 Buckyballs without major surgery. 2-year-old Braylon Jordan has not been as lucky.
There's a bag. It goes through this pump, and from this pump it goes into his chest.
Back in April, he swallowed 8 magnetic beads from a toy called NeoCubes, one of the 11 companies targeted by the government ban that actually volunteered to stop selling its product. Braylon's parents first noticed something was wrong when he began throwing up.
As soon as I saw the x-ray, I saw that it was the 8 magnetic balls.
His parents bought the NeoCubes from a local supermarket before Braylon was born. They saw the warnings on the package and made sure to hide the toy well out of reach, but the Jordans say they weren't careful enough.
Common sense tells you don't have them around kids. Somehow he found them. A couple had rolled out of sight.
The magnets Braylon swallowed stuck together inside of him, twisting and ultimately destroying his intestines. After 8 surgeries and 1 month in the ICU, the rambunctious 2-year-old is now tethered to a feeding tube, 18 hours a day, unable to process solid food.
Mind if I take a look at you?
The Jordans now have $1.5 million in medical bills, and now Braylon's only hope for a normal life is a rare lower bowel transplant.
Where's your button?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
your button.
Neocubes told us they didn't want to be responsible for anyone getting hurt, but added there's a lot of dangerous products out there, especially if you eat them. The Consumer Product Safety Commission plans to regulate the production of future magnetic toys in order to make them safer. In the meantime, they're determined to get all existing magnetic toys out of kids' hands and off store shelves as soon as possible. For now, Buckyballs brand magnets can still be bought in small specialty stores and on the company's website. I'm Sharon Alfonsi for Nightline in New York.